po mi make him really welcome lomi mi like look sayo pas time long. You blow guest, invited guest. Sa this down tam long apolo cheap lomi long tin boots. Now you supposed to come long one map long narbla Regino one map you come long him. Me give him big bla look sayo na mi welcome him you bla. Long come long attend him this la. Special program do you me long open him this la building. Me give him look sabe blo mi golong yubla. People from Tin Boots on behalf of my people, Tin Boots Town Ida constituency, Tin Boots Town Ida PHILP. I would also like to welcome and acknowledge the presence of our special guest, His Excellency Mr. JON, the Australian High Commissioner, Papua New Guinea. May give him big look sabe through making people blow on Tin Boots. You are welcome. And also, may give him big look sabe too. Igolong President Blong Yumi, His Excellency, Honorable President Ismail Turama, President Blong Gaman Blong Yumi Long ABG. May give him big look sabe long you. Long come again, long visiting people blowing on Tin Boots, marking people blowing on Tin Boots. All the cheap, all the mama, all the bikini, long Tin Boots, we welcome you. Maski, one of them challenge you bless harim. It doesn't mean that me bla no support in school. Me bla people long Tin Boots, me bla support in straight this school. And me bla talk thank you through. Long all all donors, especially Osset Gaman, even the ABG Gaman too. Long big support where you will put him through long this school. I mean like put him legally request so long here. And tablong welcome that Miplan district, we are relocating very soon, and we will need your support, your state government, to assist us while we are relocating to a new location. We will need your support. Miplan need one office complex, a one-stop building that will include community government, district office, and the constituency office. So me put him request long here, please assist me blah. Very soon, me blah by Lusim this lab now. School is already, and we will go expand. Now we will go occupy all get a hub now. So this is my request to the Osset government. Please support us with some funding. We need an office complex for the district, for the community government, and for the constituency member.
We all know how important it is, if we're to have economic prosperity in any country, to give a good education to our children, and then to give a higher education, to more skills training to high school graduates and people entering the workforce. It gives opportunities to obtain higher wages, to make more money, and it gives youth a chance to gain the skills they need to lead a productive life. High quality, industry-relevant training is the way forward to Bougainville. To give the graduates of this college the opportunity to find jobs at a higher pay, whether it's in Bougainville, in Papua New Guinea, in Australia, or elsewhere in the world, to give them opportunities in life. And for Bougainville, we know the importance of the Bougainville Technical College. It is the key institution here, not the only one, but the key one to providing those skills and those trades ones. And that's why, since 2020, Australia has supported the Bougainville Technical College under the Pacific Training Coalition program. In fact, the first time I came to Bougainville in 2020 was the first time I came to Tin Boots and came to this college, and it's great on my last trip to Bougainville before I go back to Australia, to be able to come back again to Tin Puts, to see all the amazing work that's happened here in those 3 years. Not just this new building, which is a wonderful place, but the upgrading of qualifications of trainers, ensuring that the graduates emerge from this college ready to meet the needs of the industry so that they can get jobs. Construction of a female student ablution block, upgrades to classrooms, the mess and the female student dormitory, construction of 6 staff houses and a flexible learning centre with internet connection. And we know how important power is across all of Bougainville and the rest of PNG, so there's provision of solar power too with batteries. And I really look forward to seeing all of those things across this facilities in a tour a little bit later. And the latest thing, the Bougainville Partnership has funded the construction of this building with 3 classrooms to accommodate up to 100 students, with conference rooms, office space, staff room and kitchen. And the project will have other works. The main administration building across the road has been extensively refurbished, and we've even made use again of the shipping containers for these projects to turn them into a large storage area. I heard the words of the Honourable Maurice Opeti, and there are more needs in Tin Puts, and we recognise that. And we'll go away and think about how we can meet the longer term needs of this college and of the district administration. And one of the reasons we're so pleased to be able to do this in a place like Tin Puts is that Australia launched last month, 2 months ago now, a new international development policy. And a key priority of that new program is localisation. That's a big word to mean something that really should mean something for communities. It means we want to listen and to work closely with the communities in the places where we work. And it means ensuring local workers and local businessmen are engaged in projects like this one. I think anybody who's seen the work on TSSP, on the road, the maintenance contracts, knows that we have fought very hard to ensure that Bougainvillians from local communities are employed all up and down the road between Kokopau and Arawa on the work there every single year. That's really important to us. Similarly, for this project, that all the local contracts were the Bougainvillian or PNG contracts, and wherever possible, we employ local construction workers to get new skills, but also get the money for them. That's what localisation means for them, to make sure that in the communities where we work, the money goes into the pockets of the community. Taimipla given business law local line, and by Hallam law given work, igolo all BTC sumatin too. I want to mention some other upcoming government projects, because this is not all we're doing in Bougainville. And although, unfortunately, I'm not going to be here to see the completion or even the start of some of them, I want to talk about some of the really big projects that we're looking at doing over the next year or two, and you will see the next High Commissioner coming down to open that. So first, some new bridges. The President had asked us to look at funding construction of 2 bridges in South Bougainville. We've managed to find the money for 3, which is really good. And they will be together with the Department of Technical Services at Tavera and Pangara. Work will start very soon. And a 3rd bridge, a replacement Bailey Bridge for the Samaritz Bridge in Dios, where construction site work has already started. Tamipla Workamo Bridge and by Helena Mupla, lo connect one time lo all services. All memory by Salamo Kaikalo Market, Upala can go lo house sick, now all Picanini can go along all school. And we know how important that is for local communities, not just the people going all the way, but from one village to the next. 2, we're going to fund a construction of a new district hospital in Buin. That's at a cost of 70 million kina. Work will start on that as soon as we can. We have heard from the government of Bougainville, from the local members, how important this is. And I've seen myself the old district hospital there, and I understand why the need is so great. This is a partnership between Australia and the autonomous Bougainville government and the government of PNG. And that hospital will give birthing services for mamas to deliver their babies in safety and care, and to allow them to come back to hospital for regular checks. They don't have to go all the way to Arawa or to Buka. They can stay in Buin to do that. It gives the children in South Bougainville the best possible chance in life, and that's what we all want to see. It will also provide dental care for tooth extractions, for minor dental issues. It will do X-ray services to help treat injuries properly, and those things are important. And just as we're providing solar power and batteries for the Bougainville Technical College, we're also working to fix some of the really long-term problems we know that Arawa and Buka have had with power by providing solar energy power for Buka and Ara, with diesel backups continuing, but the daily power will be free, renewable energy that doesn't depend on PPL being able to get access to diesel. We know that how important that is, and that's another key thing that we're doing to them. So I think the key thing I want to say about this is, whichever High Commissioner you have here, certainly ever since the Bougainville Peace Accords, Australia has been here to help and to try and do more to help the communities all across Bougainville. We're here to stand one time, President and our Bougainville government, and all people who are trying to deliver services and make the lives better for communities across Bougainville. And whichever High Commissioner you have, that person will come in to do more of this, and you will see the new High Commissioner here very soon too. But for me, if I lose you now, I'm sorry too long losing you, but I'll come back one day.
Sanap long mi lo here long look him, where you not long organize him, where you not long look out and facilitate him, all picking blow you me through long this la one plat dream which Bougainville and me fight hard na Sanap strong na move. I would also take this opportunity to thank the Australian government and its taxpayers for the immense support that you have given to PNG and also Bougainville. This immense support, we cannot lose. The immense support that you are giving through the days of the peace agreement and now into getting ourselves organized so that Bougainville children and its people have a brighter future. A future that we can see and look. A future that we can cherish. A future that we can stand and hold and lean onto. And one day when one of our students passing here, going into the tertiary and going into the institutions, whether in PNG or in Australia, and by kirap na tokol sem, walk about belong me, come lo here, miga dikpla luk sabe, especially when time gaman lo Bougainville, na gaman lo Australia, time yumiok lo move forward, long facilitating this la process you go. Support that I've seen after the war, coming into the process, making reconciliations. Planti lang yumi, you must take him ownership. We have to take that ownership, and it will be your pride, it will be our pride, it will be Bougainville's pride with our partners. The continuous support will however come. Suppose you may look na you may protect him, want him support na halibi miyok come. Through lo gaman blo Australia. Long this la time again, he got all big challenge yok come. Challenge long one department blo gaman long yumi. Long yumi try best long money way go inside. Ta yumi got lick money. Yumi got lick money where yumi work long try best long building mika mantap. Suppose you got strong foundation belong economic recovery blo Bougainville. Me believe by you me overcoming sample of these hurdles. Challenge blow you me one time all papa gira on through long all get a hub long Bougainville M1 plus big plus challenge. Time you me vote long independence referendum. You make clear that progress through long or development, one time or development partners, government belong you, Mipla, you work long, try best long, make him available. This la walkabout, belong you me all geta. Big pla talk, thank you, belong me. Iga long, government belong Australia long, harim liklik up, long big pla hap puzzle way me still walk look, stop. And me harim, His Excellency me, talk out long, housing long buin, tupla bridge long Tavera. Now you look him now, you may like open him this la building. Me like all one picking any time you stop, you look him valuable building. Now you look him you yet. You look him also when you go through the door, you must be a changed person. Time you come inside long school, when I'm all passing, you walk in the place. Let it be when you come into this school, the attitude of change must reflect your change. Involvement below you, involvement below you. Long come up in good society. At stake, Mina ask him this la. We have dreamed of a society that we can reach to the people, and a society that is embedded upon those foundational pillars which your dream is being captivated and modeled into. Dream and belong you today. Now it's going through the events of the future with the one laying one slate at the right appropriate time. And by looking at the past, modeling it on the present, and looking towards a brighter future, that Bougainville is still a peace-loving nation or a peace-loving people. Going into this political transition, I believe we will become a peace-loving nation. Pai belong you mi em belong politics na giraon. Wakabor belong you mi gaman belong you stop. Department is stop. Long you may address him all this issue na you may move. You may not long round long one plahap tas all. If change is about to begin, then it must start from me. As the president, I have changed. Before you say, look at me, Mr. Ragged na walkabout. Mr. Oli Muscat na Mr. Walkabout. Today, that transition has made me, long me come a president, na me got one play interest as all. Interest belong saving more people. Me like you look long this la transition you me go inside long him. Now you capture him this law. Or activity where government law Australia you can facilitate him become long yumi. You look him now you look him future blow Bougainville. Now you look him future long ol naraplahap. Now by you ask him you yet. Am I on the right track? But before me finish, challenge belong me and by God all picking any belong me pla. This is your time. Is the appropriation of your time because you're go inside the school. The time you go inside, you must make proud of those that fought for a change. Today, all papa, mama blow you, sa di paidlong, send him this la course, madoklo go down. Make sure going into the future, that political burden still lies within the palm of your fingertips. And there is the power of a paper and a pen. With those few remarks, we can change Bougainville. Thank you.
Today marks an important occasion for Bougainville Technical College as we gather here to celebrate the official opening of a two-level building made possible through the generous support of Australian Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade under the Australian Partnership Program. We are honored to have His Excellency JON, the Australian High Commissioner, grace this event with his presence. On behalf of the entire Bougainville Technical College community and the governing council of the college, I would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to the excellent JON PHILP for taking the time to visit our institution and officiate the opening of the remarkable building. Your presence here today underscores that Australian places on education and skill development on Bougainville, and we are deeply grateful for your unwavering support. It is also with great pleasure and honor that I stand before you today to express our heartfelt gratitude to our ex-team President of the Autonomous Region of Bougainville, Honorable Ismail Torama, for dignifying us with his presence here at the official opening of the classroom for the college. As the highest institution in Bougainville, we are extremely privileged to have such a distinguished leader, our Honorable President, amongst us today. Honorable President Torama, your presence here today signifies your untiring commitment to the development and progress of Bougainville. We are deeply grateful for your support and encouragement, which has played a pivotal role in saving the future of our children at every educational institution in the region. Bougainville Technical College has been instrumental in providing quality education and skill training to hundreds of Bougainville students. Through our comprehensive programs, we have equipped our graduates with the knowledge, skills, and expertise necessary to excel in their respective fields. However, we acknowledge the challenge that our graduates face upon graduating their studies, particularly in securing employment opportunities in Bougainville. Despite their remarkable skills and qualification, the limited industries in Bougainville pose a significant obstacle for our graduates to find suitable employment. It is in this context that we humbly appeal to you, President Torama, for your intervention in addressing this pressing issue. Your visionary leadership has already brought about transformative changes in our region, and we believe that with your support, we can create a driving environment that fosters entrepreneurship and attract investment, thus creating more opportunities for our skilled graduates. Thank you, Honorable President Torama, for your presence and support. May we continue to work together in building a prosperous, inclusive Bougainville for generations to come.
I would like to acknowledge the presence of the High Commissioner, Mr. JON PHILP, Honorable President for the ABG government, Ismail Torama, and the member for Taunita Tinputs, Minister Maurice Opeti, and the invited guests who are here with us today. We all gathered here for the opening of the School of Business Classroom. According to students' perspective, This new learning facility will cater and promote social inclusive and exclusive, gender equity and equality, and will also bring lots of benefits to students in terms of boosting our desire to learn more excitement in a new environment, which will lead to better outcomes and encourage better school attendance. Extremely will be beneficial for us as students or trainees in terms of learning with having access to the newest interactive, excellent, and faster and more responsive learning resources. And also will help us students to grow and develop into better, more productive members of the future. On behalf of the students' body, I would like to extend a word of thank you to the Australian government and the partnership for funding the facility and to the hardworking constructor for completing the building. I am no doubt that better facilities such as a new learning building and obsolescent block will encourage more trainees to enroll into Bougainville Technical College. And I am confident we as the students of this college will make full use of these facilities to improve our education and contribute to our communities, our province, and our country's progress by achieving full and rewarding lives in the future.
Okay, and now you're presenting. Fight him hand, please, fight him hand. And thank you.
Camera, please. Yeah, just do another handshake here, please. Thank you.
We've met, and I really want to acknowledge that the first time we met was at the Australian Awards Alumni Association, because Caroline is an Australian Awards alumni. She received the very first Frontline Services Award for her work in the rural communities. And the point there is, when I was talking before about localization, we need to do it not just in the big cities, not just in provinces like Bougainville, but in the very small communities like Ruraville where Caroline works. Now, the challenges there are very difficult. They're even greater than they are somewhere like Tinputs. And it's very tough. And we've heard a lot of stories. Caroline did a story to me, all Sam, they've been using mobile phone on Hill and one planetary locating twins. That's not easy. That's a very difficult technical thing. Any mama who has had a baby knows how hard it is. Knows how important it is that the midwives are able to help them. So what we're able to do today is to hand over a solar battery unit which will help the Ruraville Health Centre to have power whenever they need it for lighting to live in areas. It's not huge amounts of power, but it's enough to provide the lighting they need and to recharge mobile phones and to be able to use their equipment. Because we know how important this is in every small community. So thank you very much. This is just one part of a broader program because we know there are some very remote communities like Ruraville across Bougainville. And we have another 9,000 solar kits for families, just a little solar kit that will recharge a mobile phone and give power for students to do homework, for mothers just to be able to see what they're cooking, to recharge mobile phones. And those kits will go to the atolls and to Nissan because we know how hard life is for them. And that's what I mean by localization. Not just the capital cities, not just the big towns, but also all the small villages and places like Ruraville that really need it. So thank you for everything you do in that community, Caroline. That's amazing work. I really want to congratulate you again.
Okay, are we ready now? Is the wedding signal from the minister? And a party number 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1 more, 1, 2, 3. Congratulations, Bougainville Technical College. Marisla Attention, the country region, now classroom office, and now open Loyola usage. One time our teachers, now that involved, the Technical College.